does this not just embody what we saw from XL yesterday? They are running a similar style, like just get in there, go hard, no breaks on this composition. They're just there to fight, and they're there to kind of lock up those team fights. It really is Year of the Duck. He has the highest damage share, I think, almost highest damage share of any mid laner. He's got, oh my gosh, he's just walked in and stole it.
Highest damage share, and look at that. This is it, the proactivity in the early game. This is what we're talking about. Marcoon, you said high kill participation, but I mean, even just this, look at this proximity that he's got. He's just walking in the enemy jungle, just really giving it to Selfmade. And the crabs are about to spawn now as well. You've got, I really think this would have been like a perfect start for XL if they didn't just misstep a little bit and have to use two summoners here, the flash from Nuke Duck and the cleanse from the Draven.
Oh, he catches him! Blind Sonic Wave from and just, you know, for viewer's discretion, I'm not that far off quick shot. That, you know, the way that Marcoon's playing reminds me of the first time I really ever saw Diamond Prox play, and that's a bit of a throwback. You know, he's got that confidence, he's got that swagger about him in terms of he doesn't care. He's straight onto SLT here.
Lift the river, though.
And Vitality have played relatively safe thus far. They haven't really given up much. I think, was it Broken Blade in the interview? He said that, you know, Twisted Fate's good against Fnatic because they overextend and push, but we might have an early engage here at the Rift Herald. You can see Selfmade hanging on the sidelines. SLT has already stepped up. Nuke Duck with that gold card locked in, warding Vitality away where they can, and Selfmade actually jumping in. Patrick is coming through, and immediately Advian locked up. They're looking for the first kill. Patrick is there. First blood for Gwen. SLT on the menu, and XL starting to clean up. Cries goes down, and now Patrick in the front line. Selfmade not yet taken down.
Here's
it is the crab that will drop eventually. It is a 2 for 2. The flash engage not quite there from Crown Shot, and that small skirmish really doesn't give a major winner at the end of it.
But that whole fight is just
where it's due. The timing on his taunt was excellent. Like, it stopped, it kind of completely gutted SLT's entrance to the fight, and then SLT just ran away with his tail literally between his legs. Somehow Marcoon gets that away for free as Nuke Duck teleports in to support him. That is a kind of a saving grace for XL at the attempted gank there.
God, my goodness, that was just, oh yeah, I think, okay, Mark, what's called Magnoon? Wow, that is a throwback. That is not Magnoon.
that is a throwback.
Wow, Marcoon, you know, being in the bot side here, throwing down that Herald. He's going to get all the plate gold for himself, though. Actually not able to keep on. Any of these characters, like the Gwen, the Twisted Fate, the Draven, like, they're strong by themselves, but more importantly, when they're paired up with the jungle. Oh my goodness, they're going in.
Oh, that's aggressive onto Leader. He uses the ultimate, gets kicked back into Nuke Duck here, taken down by Advian. And XL, they have a penchant for using Leader in that mid lane, but now Nuke Duck the target. Engage onto him. Beautiful stopwatch. Buys the time to disengage, but that is not done for Selfmade. He gets the kill at the end of it, finds the possession, and now looks for a cheeky little gold card. But it is a 1-for-1 overall. Mid lane for mid lane at the end of it. Selfmade's aggression coming through now. You stole my red buff at the start, mate. I've got a bit of a bone to pick with you over the course of this game.
And there it is, just 1-for-1 at the end of the day. But Patrick, he wasn't there. He was bots. Okay, 1v2 with the Draven.
Patrick! What?
Yo, he went for the ulti redirect. I mean, we gave him style points.
You know, we've got that first tower that's just about to drop with a single basic attack, and Patrick will get the gold for it. So it was a zoning flash. We're going to call it. The
game goes on, but as far as facilitating goes, you know, you're still very, very good on Lee Sin, as we're going to see it here against Leader.
Yeah, Leader holding on to the shroud for the time being. Will dive back in. He wants this engage.
On the bot side, Selfmade really, it looked like Vitality was just going to trade this top Herald for the Dragon, which is what they've ended up doing here. And I think this is smart here for Vitality, because you are a little bit behind in this one. You do have some scary members on the side of XL. You know, with Patrick having like 1.5 items complete here, it's just a little bit terrifying, just a teeny weeny little bit. Unless you have Nuke Duck, you know, unless you have Nuke Duck who can reveal the Akali and get that solid lockdown with the gold card. I just think it's too much to ask for. Patrick's gonna get.
Yeah, gonna have to get the hero's entrance back onto Lavrov here, who gets taunted up by Advian. He's getting taken down low and drops. Advian gets the kill to start things off, and SLT, he's entered into the wrong fight, forced to back away very quickly, and XL pick
up. You're playing versus globals.
It's about a 4K gold lead now. It's sort of XL been chipping away at the Vitality comp right here, finding small advantage, and actually they're going to try and catch out Selfmade, locked up by Advian. Advian is really popping off on this Galio, but Selfmade should be able to escape. Cries does not have the executing potential. He dodges away from the whirling. We've got a couple of pretty important item spikes being picked up. I'll talk about it in just a moment, though, because that is that mid lane tier 1 that will eventually drop. And actually, that's an engage from Labrov. Not sure you want to be there, buddy. You've literally just been taught this lesson, Labrov. You've literally just been taught this lesson, and XL aptly punished. And a very, very short Twisted Fate ultimate, but it does the job. And Advian, you're like Carrie Galio right now, man. Look at him.
It's Cario, baby. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 2 people down. 2 people down. You're going to turn straight towards this Baron. Self-made alive. Crown shot. Leader. 3 carries on the side of Vitality. They're not going to want to let this one go down for free.
Advian is in again, straight on to him, and he gets the kill onto Selfmade. Now Leader has bitten off more than he can chew. They'll immediately turn back onto the Baron, but Leader finds the kill. The shutdown there is a big one as he jumps. Leader gets 2! That is why you've got to respect this man, Zakali, but it drops to Patrick, and he gets the kill, but he does the job. He stops the Baron, and Leader...
Be careful, Vitality. This is what you threw the game before yesterday. 5,000 gold down.
I mean, Leader's the target. They want to punish him for that engage. And nice Zhonya's to buy some time here. Let's see if XL can capitalize on it as Leader jumps in. Nice kick back towards the tower here as he dives back in. I think Leader's going to drop, and he does. Patrick, you mentioned he's strong. He's bopping people with those axes, and now XL are looking for the engage. Labrov drops to the second. SLT and Crown Shot desperately looking for the exit, but SLT will find no love there. A huge amount of health back, but SLT will drop just at the end, and Crown Shot cannot find those executes. He cannot find those kills, and XL will walk towards the Dragon with every single member left alive.
At some point, you've got to respect the Twisted Fate. It's so strong at catching out side lanes. Vitality have been caught by this several times. Leader especially, like, it's so good versus Akali. You can see her in a shroud. You can lock her down, point and click CC. The short, the armor pen item Patrick's got, Lord Doms, that got buffed. If it didn't get buffed this patch, then the Goose...
Or any other big neutral objectives, they're going to help secure the game for us. And they're not completely secure right now, but they're definitely in a great spot. Is he doing like 5% of Dragon? It's more than that. Patrick's got a ridiculous amount of damage, and now you can see XL. Labrov lands it. He looks for the engage, but Markoon's not going to commit too heavily to this.
This is just ideal situations here from XL, and they're playing it really smart. Leader's going to get caught. He's got no Zhonyas now.
He goes in, and that's the engage coming through. Kryze picks up Leader straight away. The problem child is down for XL, and now they're cleaning house. 2 members, 3 members, double kill there for Patrick. The Draven really accelerating, and this surely should be a completely free Barrier as Calio, what do you call it? Cario. He picks up the kill for Advian, and they go for the Baron.
Beautiful stuff. 10,000 gold lead here as well. This is it, right? When XL's playing from such a commanding lead at this point, all you've got to do is walk into the fog of war and then good pick into the Kali. They played it really well.
And Nuke Duck 1, 2, and 12, massive kill participation, maybe not popping up in individual kills, but has clearly facilitated the success of his team here. And XL now have that Baron. And when you have the Baron, you can really shut down any 1-3-1 attempts, which is what Vitality's are trying to do the whole game. And XL can now start to knock on the doors of those inhibitors.
Absolutely, and Kryze just gives... He does not...
He doesn't care, mate.
He just does not. He does so much damage as well. I have to say it's a... Okay, SLT's in trouble. He's going to fall down.
Oh, SLT, it's been 2 bad games in a row for you. And you get taken down once more, but that's the engage here. Now onto Patrick, but Patrick himself, he's pretty goddamn fed. And he's doing a huge amount of damage, healing loads to those basic attacks as well. He's still alive! He is still alive and drops into the GA finally. You can't kill a Draven that is just this fed. And XL now pushing down towards those inhibitors.
2v4, and it almost comes out at the top for XL. It's just disgusting, man. This Draven is huge. He's way too strong. XL are going to lose Advian, but that's all at the end of the day. And that's not too bad. You know, they're going to get this top inhib. Going to get that mid inhib turret as well. We'll see if they can actually take the inhibitor. It is going to go down too. So this is big. You know, you've got the Dragon spawning in just under 2 minutes. That will be XL's next look as well here.
Second tier tower.
This is actually really smart from XL. I did think that the TP from Nuke Duck was maybe a bit unnecessary, a bit too much.
I mean, Labrov, he's had enough. And that lesson that he tried to get learned at the start hasn't happened, and he is the first target here for XL as Markoon is on a rampage. Another kill for Patrick, unkilled, dominant 6-0-10 on the Draven, and Vitality look lost in the water. They cannot fight XL, who now have just lost Baron, but it is still a massive man advantage on the map.
It's huge. XL might not even go towards this dragon here. They might just look to end the game. Oh my goodness, crown shot. Oh,
Marku going in. Nukeduck finds the way. He has the GA to keep himself alive. They're going for the end. They don't care about the soul. Leader now the target, and he will drop into the floor. SLT, the final man to go down, and XL played a 2-0 week in the LEC.
Beautifully played from XL, both yesterday and today. This team looks like a whole different team with the addition of Markoon and Adrian. It's night and day, and they want to start off their player front on the right track. 2-0, just about do it for them.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff from XL, and honestly, you can see how good they look.
Decide to put their champions. I'm going to assume that's going to be a solo lane Lee Sin. I think he does.
Look, I mean, White Knight has been playing a lot of solo lane Lee Sin recently, right? So it makes sense, and it is going to be the Gragas jungle.
Okay, so this is a little bit different to what we. These teams have definitely looked pretty good recently, and I think this game is specifically this game is gonna give a lot of anticipation to what we can expect going forward. Zanzara's making his first gank of the game.
Promise Q, that was an aggressive flush coming out there. He gets taken down very low, gets taken down for first blood. Nuclear in exacts revenge, and Astralis are forced to run away. White Knight does find the engage onto Broken Blade, but won't be able to go much further. And just as we hype Promise Q up, it was a little overeager there.
Yeah, okay. I want to see Kure have a bit more, or maybe the team as well. It's more of a team effort. I want to see Schalke as a team, and specifically Kure, have more information on where the enemy jungle is. And my goodness, does Volibear do a lot of damage to press the attack. Zanzara's here to counter this play. Just going to disengage from this one. Lacked a bit of that proactivity, but we've seen Kure around for such a long time, especially you and me, Scoundrel. We've been doing like the regional leagues, the Masters. Like Kure's always a name that comes up, and he's great. Like he's honestly a very skilled jungler. He's always at the top of Challenger as well. He's one of the best solo queue junglers in Europe. Never been able to
that would allow them to gain control of the lane with that engage, but that didn't work. And now Neon Limit and MagiFelix has to be a little careful here. Nuclear in jumps forward, the lightning strike comes down, and Kure picks up the kill. Beautiful return.
Early Rift Herald, like you're just having your cake and eating it too. You're getting everything you want right here. Certainly no complaints from Schalke fans. Broken Blade's going to play a little bit aggro here. Has to be a bit careful.
Oh, White Knight got drawn into the team there. Had to be very careful. Broken Blade baited him in. I mean, this is an aggressive defense of the Rift Herald coming out from Astralis. You can see that they're not keen to lose this objective. Kure is taken low, though, and he's going to have to use the ultimate to get away, but gets dropped down, but has the Zillion ultimate. Look, he's untouchable. He's got no HP, but he's untouchable as the Zillion ultimate times out, but he trades 1 for 1 at the end of the day. White Knight just desperately trying to escape from the pit. MagiFelix comes to the rescue. It's a 1 for 1 overall.
Both these teams aren't done just yet. They want to contest this Herald. It's really, really low. No jungler on both teams here. Who's going to get it?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't think that was
Schalke.
Yeah, Schalke picked up, I think, and you can see Promise Q's just picked up, I think, in the bot side of the map here for that Tristana. As you mentioned, the rotation now into the top lane to funnel more and more plates onto this pick. They're going straight on. Nice cast to find the kill onto Nuclear, and you can see the teleport coming through now. Broken Blade wants to find Zanzara, and beautiful stopwatch, but I don't think it buys enough time as he gets knocked up. He is going to die, and Broken Blade picks up the kill. The resurrection will come through in just a moment from the Zillion ultimate, but MagiFelix is popping off now, and MagiFelix has something to say about this. Astralis come out on top of a little engage.
And Schalke, we were just talking about how strong their bot lane is as well. If you get that soul timer going really, really early, then once you get to like 25 minutes into the game, you suddenly develop that win condition, and that becomes like really, really important. That can be something that's massive for your team. Just kind of overthinking where Neon were positioned. That was just like, if that was me, I would have instantly just bricked it, and I'm just, you know, whatever. And then you read me like a book, and I'm just done, right? But no, that's really, really smart play there from Neon. Getting that top tower as well as a result of that play with the Winions, but also bot side, because Astralis dedicating so many warm bodies to the top side of the map. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Tepid something. Tepid. I don't know. I'm going to look up a synonym for body while you go ahead and just tell us what's going on.
Well, I'm not sure that tepid was a synonym for body, but I can tell you what, there are plenty of warm bodies here for Astralis as they pick up the kill onto Neon, setting up for that Dragon. And this has been a strength of Astralis. It was a big reason that they did so well yesterday. Their execution around objectives, the kick is there. White Knight jumps in. Not the flash you really were looking for. Nuclear in. And it's a beautiful setup as Jeskler, unfortunately, will drop to the rest of Schalke. But it should be a Dragon secure for Astralis.
And that's really, really important right there, because now you're breaking the combo chain of getting that third Dragon for Schalke, which would have put them on soul point. Obviously, really, really important for them. It's how they won. One of the reasons why they won their game yesterday, the cloud advantage.
And I have got the priority in mid here, which will pick up the mid lane tier 1. That opens up the blue and red side jungle for some more aggressive vision control. And now Zanzara is the one who's caught out. Shakire finds the engage, should be able to easily pick this up for Neon, gifted the kill over. And that might actually set the Baron call here from Schalke.
They're all in position. They're all here at the Baron. Yeah, they're going for it. They've started it up, but this would be a bit risky. They're very squishy right now. Schalke are going to peel off.
Magic Felix there has to flash away as the ultimate from Rise comes through, but Kire's not done with this. He looks for the engage. Broken Blade jumps in. Magic Felix is shut down. The bounty over to Broken Blade. And that sets them up into a good spot. Now, I don't think you convert this easily into a Baron for Schalke, but they certainly picked up a couple of excellent kills.
Astralis should have played that one a little bit slower right here, because with Schalke's team comp, you don't in that role right now anyway. But also because of the way that Zilean synergizes with the carries, like they're just going to be even scarier as they get some items, you know? Like you can speed up a lot of people. We're getting a lot of like back and forth here. Here's a TP flank from Magic Felix.
Yeah, and actually White Knight, he baits it and picks up Kire, who drops down. Now Magic Felix on the front line, Broken Blade there as well. The ultimate from Braum won't find Nuclear in, but it is one kill, and it's the jungler, which should open up. You mentioned it from Schalke. It's difficult for them to absolutely force an engage. Like they have the volley there, but he's very telegraphed. They maybe can find a flank.
You look at Drakos, who's got his Q, his ulti, like he can disengage for days as well. Braum as well for similar reasons. Magic Felix has got no flash, and probably no hope either of getting out of this one.
Yeah, I think unfortunately Magic Felix is pretty dead. But they are looking for a cross map here onto the Baron.
And White Knight's in position. Here we go.
White Knight looking for the kick, and Kire immediately changes direction and limit. Now the target. White Knight can't quite find the angle, and they can't find the engage. It's enough for Astralis to disengage, and Schalke get away with it, trying to stop that Baron.
Oh!
Oh! There it is! There it is! True shot. It gives Astralis way more opportunity to look for disengages, and you can see now Broken Blade has to keep himself safe. Jeskler trying to snipe out Neon. It is a touchy scenario. Good body slam onto Kira. He taken down very low. It is going to be the first kill for Broken Blade. Finds the possession onto Broken Blade, onto Zanzara actually, and he will be looking for an engage where he can, but low HP bards across the board. This might be a risky Baron to go for, especially as White Knight is continuing to push. I mean, this could be straight up an inhibitor for White Knight.
Oh, but it's going so fast now. I mentioned, you know, 20 minutes, it wasn't so fast. 27, different story. How fast is this Baron dying?
Oh my goodness, it is just burnt to the ground, and that is the engage they're coming for. That's the ultimate from Kire. Finds Jeskler, the shutdown is there, resets are happening, and Promiscue's next on the menu. Double kill for Neon. Magic Felix desperately running away as Broken Blade looks for further engages. I think Magic Felix should be able to get away here. He died. It is an easy engage for Schalke, and they are happy to take those engages wherever. You can see again, Promiscue, he has to walk into them, and that's what Kire wants. He wants the engage this way, and Promiscue drops as Nuclear Ant picks up the kill. It is a perfect example of the way these fights are supposed to go for Schalke, and that is a big body to take down, because that is obviously a good disengage tool, a good stalling tool in these team fights for Astralis, and he is now dropped into the floor.
And it's all exacerbated as well by the Zilean pick. Dylan Falco said they could maybe greed into it, but it's a strong pick, but with the lane setups, and good synergy with their team as well. And it's paying dividends, honestly, being able to speed up your otherwise a little bit lackluster engage here. And just a team that wants to run at you can run at you even faster with the zoomies from Zilean. You know, it's just paying off massively here, and they're going to turn towards this dragon now.
They've got absolute vision control. You can see the true shot barrage comes through. It hits everybody on the way to Dragon, but with the man disadvantage, or rather the setup, I would say right now on the map, this should be an easy Dragon. If you thought, especially for Neon, that strategy of just funneling yet again, Zanzara might be just face checking here. You can see that True Shot Barrage will do enough to ward away. Now, Magic Felix has to be careful. The culling comes through, will dive away from Kire. That is a big engage from White Knight onto that front line, but he gets rooted up immediately. Forced to use the kick on the back line. You can see Broken Blade doing work, as that's a nice disengage from Zanzara using the stopwatch.
It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it just is.
I think this is it. This is the Baron. It's started up, and you can see Astralis are going to be forced into an awkward scenario to respond to this. They have got a relatively decent looking at the setup here. White Knight's looking for the angle. He kicks Limit straight into the fight, and Limit gets dropped. That's no Cillian ultimate, but they do lose the Baron in the meantime. It did absolutely melt like before, and Astralis desperately trying to convert more than just a single kill and actually land their damage. But obviously, as the game progresses, the more levels they get onto Neon, that becomes harder and harder to do. And Kire, he finds things. He walks head first into them, has that Zillion ultimate available, and he'll stop the ultimate as they proc it down. That is a good start and a nice explosive. Zanzara's set up there. Oh! Beautiful. And Neon kicked into the fight. White Knight is huge, and he gets the kill as well. The Astralis setups around objectives have been absolutely nutty. Astralis, how do you do it?
They keep getting away with it, and they are just so good around Dragon. Every single time they set up these team fights, it's just a treasure to watch. And
it's clearly showing in their setups around these objectives. Astralis, when Astralis is first to the objective, exactly, White Knight. Oh man, he is just so good at finding these picks. That is the immediate engagement. Look for Zanzara, look for Zanzara. He finds it, but White Knight's in there. Oh my God, White Knight, you're an absolute bloody beast. And now Schalke are routed towards their own base. This could actually just be game. Astralis, off the back of what looked like a terrible last 5 minutes, in the space of 2 team fights, have been able to turn the game around. What a performance from White Knight. What a performance from Zanzara. And the way they played these team fights have been excellent. It's not done just yet, but it is a 5 versus 3. A double AD carry team is always going to find the engage as White Knight goes in again, shut down onto Viego. This should be the game for Astralis. Good. What a beautiful display from White Knight. What a beautiful display from Astralis in the way that you team fight with this team. I have to give credit. They deserve the credit for that win. I mean, it wasn't even Schalke playing bad, right? It was not Schalke playing bad. I don't want to give the wrong message. It was just Astralis playing well. And they really...
Why do you play that lane phase against this Fnatic squad?
Got an interesting little stat for you on that Pyke pick. It is the first Pyke that we've seen in summer, and the last 4 appearances of Pyke in the LEC in total.
You have Jace and Ryze as your solo laners. Not a lot of mobility coming through here. It's SK, my face check. Treats.
And SK, they get taken down. First blood for Hylissang. He will happily take that injection of gold.
Side already getting some of that pressure down as well. Whippo though, who has had, 3 camps to 1, big advantage. Treats only level 2. If Treats gets this, it's big, but I'm not sure. Gonna get a fight instead on bot side. Oh, there's the engage.
In staging, actually Hylissang forced the flash, taken down very low. Surely the kill goes over to Jezu, and it does, and actually forces Upset to flash away.
Collapsing here for SK. Fnatic not going to be moving on to this. Adam's here, but Niski. All right, we're going to get a 3v3. It's all action, Xgander. It's all action.
I mean, this is a scrap through and through. As you said, though, Treats are only level 2, so does have to be careful. And Niski looks for the engage. Blue caught out. And Ryze could not do that much versus this heavy engage. I mean, you just...
And to be honest, I think this is kind of just what happens. I think that Niski is sacrificing a little bit of his lane in order for Whippo just to play how he wants to play. And we're going to get another engage on bot side.
Yeah, Jezu goes straight in. There's the exhaust onto Upset. Unfortunately, Whippo can't get into the fight. But Lilip is like 2 HP. He is 2 HP.
Hylissang champion. Like, Hylissang is just lives and dies by the in. Either he makes other people in or he ints himself. And Pyke is a beautiful champion for that. There's the engage in mid lane.
Yeah, Niski taken down very low, forced to flash. Treat splashes forward, but he's only level 4.
Oh,
You're only level 4!
No! You know, there's always hope to get back in this game. You're only 1,000 gold down at this point. But you know, this is the thing, right? SK have to be careful right here, as they are going to get onto blue with no flash. Remember, no flash on this guy.
And they are going to take him down. Easy enough. Whippo just about escapes with the possession there as well. I think that actually saved his life, that HP regen. That does mean that SK will get the dragon. But honestly, I think Fnatic are completely okay.
We'll see what Fnatic decide to do with this Herald as well. What lane they want to put that resource into. Because I don't think there's any like cut and dry position here where it really needs to go. SK though, first proactive play of the game, going for a dive on bot side.
They're going for it, and they finally engage on to Upset, who flushes away immediately. This is a big commit from SK as Janax comes in. They're going for a tier 2 tower dive, but it will be the kill. Almost death from below onto Lilith, but he will escape with a sliver of HP, as does Treats, and now Hylissang backs towards his own tower. SK get away with it, but they are losing some pressure on the map right now. You can see Hylissang. I mean, Hylissang's being chased all over the place. And Treats, he might be the target. Hylissang's going for it. Oh, get him! Basic attack! Hylissang gets the kill! Oh no, it's like he caught him with his pants down in the jungle and just takes the kill.
Lilith.
Oh no,
it's happening again!
Oh my god, you can't do it to him. There's the stopwatch. Does he buy enough time? He doesn't get the stun, he mistimes it, but he's looking for the basic attack. Come on, mate. Oh my god, the thumbs up.
It's just absurd, honestly. I mean, it's such a good performance right here from Hylissang, right? Oh, but he might not have so much luck now.
No, because Treats did bait that one out. Hylissang does get towards tower, but it'll be the shutdown for Lilith. Is the return thumbs up.
Just sorry to interrupt you there, my friend, but this is it. This is what's happening. Like, who's going to come around here? How's this play going to develop? Is this purely a 4v3? Are other people coming through? It looks like they might even collapse on Adam into the mid lane instead of going bot side. Adam has to be careful. Oh,
should be able to get away relatively easily here. Feels a little sketchy from Fnatic the last couple of minutes. Just kind of rough around the edges on some of these plays, but they did manage to get some plates on that bot side to have made use. And Bwipo is kind of hanging around right now. You can see, looking for his way into this fight. Jesu gets stunned up. Another hook trying to be sought out from Hylissang, and actually Bwipo jumps forward. Hylissang death from below, and he finds the kill. Looking for the second one as he has got that reset available, but I think Lilith should be able to stay safe. It's really just been all about Hylissang, realistically. Bwipo has been silently farming his way in the jungle. He's got a decent CS lead over Treats right now. Teleport, though, coming from the back line. Is this going to be Adam coming through, or is it going to be Nisqy? It's Adam here, looking for the engage. You can see Buster shot away immediately. Nisqy's there, lands the engage onto SK, and my goodness, they have absolutely slaughtered them under their own tower, and they're going to chase them down as well. Lilith, the next target for Adam and Nisqy, but he should be able to jump back towards his own minions. First tower of the game goes the way.
Absolutely beautiful to root those two members from SK and to set up that play. Beautiful stuff right there from Nisqy. You know, we were a little bit critical. Okay, we were very critical of how he was playing yesterday. Little things like that, like, you don't get any of those kills if you don't land the Everfrost. It's the small things like that which make a huge difference in Nisqy. Really impressive stuff.
Did he? I think he either had the Buster shot or the kick, right? Because he either Buster shot Treats or kicked Treats into that location for the Everfrost, which was even.
You know, Fnatic haven't even had to use him for that. You know, he's just happily chilling in topside, doing his thing. And it's just like, you know, when you have so many threats in your squad, it can be so hard to play against. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it in this game. It's one of the reasons why Fnatic are one of the best teams in the LEC.
Looks like SK, well, that's a nice kick onto Lilith. Doesn't quite get himself out. Uses the ultimate to try and disengage as the exhaust comes through onto Bwipo, but Adam finds the first kill. Nisqy's in there. Everfrost again! Catches out the AD carry. Death from below doesn't quite hit, and now Fnatic are running riot through the team. That is a huge win. Blue is like out of there. Leaves it with his ultimate, and they're going to be able to respond with the tier 1 in the mid.
They might go for even more than just a tier 1 as well. That was a great team fight right there from Fnatic. 3 people dead on the side of SK. You've got a bit of a minion wave here as well, but I'm not 100% sure you're going to be able to do much against a blue buff blue in the mid.
It's the Infernal Soul that we'll be looking at, by the way. So a big win condition for Fnatic is going to make those dives even scarier. And I think something that was kind of talked about with the draft was just like how much disengage SK had.
This is a banger of a game 3. Fnatic really bouncing back in this one. Game 4 coming up. G2 versus Misfits. Both those teams are going to want to bounce back, especially G2 have not looked very good recently. Fnatic go for the engage.
Speaking of bouncing back, mate, Lilith is bouncing all over the place because he's getting dragged in. Death from a blow starts popping off, and honestly, just look at this. Fnatic are cleaning up left, right, and center. Takes out Treats. Double kill for Bwipo. And that might even allow them to set up for the Baron here. They have a Gwen. They have a Viego. This should be a relatively quick Baron. Oh, it's melting.
The snowballing power of Fnatic is really something to behold. This is why you can't get behind them when you're playing against them in the LEC, because they just do this. They just do this kind of thing to you. This is
the engage, but oh my goodness, look at how much money they're making right now with the Red Bull power play. They are Red Bull Baron power play. They're just taking towers left, right, and center. Hylissang is now a split pusher.
Classic. That's a classic Hylissang. It is legit. Like, you get Baron buff, and on this Pyke especially, he does this. He goes into a side lane, and he becomes a 1v1. He becomes split.
Playing well, and it doesn't feel like it's. It feels like fundamental things. Like right there, it just feels like fundamental things. Like these very basic elements of the game that are going wrong for SK right now, and that's really sad to see. Now they're going to go in for an upset. Dives to the backline. This is the dive comp that we talked about from Fnatic, and they are not holding any prisoners. Straight into the base. Double assault on these inhibitor towers, and they should be able to pick up the inhibitors too. We are looking at a very quick affair for Fnatic right now. They are in complete control.
24 minutes into the game, 15 kills to 4, over 10,000 gold lead. All steam ahead for Fnatic right now. They're not slowing down. They haven't slowed down since they got a sliver of an advantage in that lane phase. The whole base from SK is in tatters right now. And there's not much they can do about it.
You can see disengaging. I mean, SK are desperately holding on to this last inhibitor, but feels like a consolation prize. You're definitely the guy in solo queue that says, "Don't worry, guys, we scale.
We got this."
I
mean, I'm not saying don't worry. Definitely worry.
You're definitely that guy. SK, I don't know if you got much more time to scale here. Hylissang is soloing Genax at this point in time. Death from below won't. I mean, Hylissang's just into their base. He dies, but he does buy enough time to go for this inhibitor. But Fnatic happy to continue the engage without Hylissang. But they realize it might be a little bit too much to ask, and they're going to start to back away. Whippo might end up giving his life, use the Heartbreaker to get away. Adam goes into the fight. There's Niski. I mean, Lilith's just dead. Lilith is just dead. Fnatic found the 4v5 engage and came away with a kill, but that's enough for them. They will back out the base.
On that Infernal Soul timer. Baron is going to be spawning soon too. Adam's just picked up his Magi's. Why not? You're not wrong, Kenan. He's definitely had a target on his back. He's been struggling less in this game.
I mean, Hylissang is hovering nearby. They're going to try and get onto Genax. They finally engage, and Genax is just dead. Death from below finds the kill. This could be the fight for Fnatic as Niski forced back out, but it doesn't matter because Whippo's in the backline taking out blue. SK is now routed in their own base. Adam's on a killing spree, and he wants more as he chases down Treats under his inhibitor towers, or rather under his Nexus towers. Blue drops. He'll find one kill, but it doesn't matter. Fnatic have won the game. It wasn't even close, and to say it was would be disingenuous to say the least. Actual domination from Fnatic. It was personal. They had a point to prove, and boy, did they prove it.
Fantastic bounce back game from Fnatic after their loss yesterday against Schalke. They honestly just looked ridiculously strong here. You can see why in the interview last game with Magic Felix, he mentioned two teams as being the top teams in the LEC that are really hard to play against.
Top, but it's gonna be the Mundo! That's the first Mundo game in Europe!
I'm ready for it now. If you are not familiar, Mundo got a pretty decently sized rework. His Q and his R are essentially the same. His passive is very different. All of his other abilities.
His R is different, because now I believe he doesn't actually give up what to do. Run bot level 1, plays toward base, swap the sweeper, they have bush control. So that's the reason they have to push in bots, but eyes on mid. Caps
Ward hop.
could be in
Caps
danger.
gonna be in trouble. That's gonna be a knock. Easy CC, easy follow. Flash forward with the E. Clean combo. First blood for VTO.
Caps really struggling there. Level 2 basically means, yeah, canister. Then he only can get, if he gets CC'd and it prevents it, then he picks up the canister. He'll have about 3 seconds downtime before he can stop the CC again. Jankos finding Razork in the river here over Crab.
Back. Jankos definitely going to be in trouble here. Leeson certainly wins out on these duels. Mickey X on the way in. The flash over though. Razork is not done yet. Mickey there. Blast Cone going to save the day. Razork, is he going to follow? Diana level 6, massive in these fights. Finally giving her access to a bit more CC.
Yeah, Razork always dashing through mid. Caps doesn't go away though, so he's going aggressive.
Good calling. Caps is going to fully commit. One auto. The flash out from VTO. Just to dodge the Ardent Blade.
He's going to trade it for a Herald. Has lots of vision towards the top side, has the top push. So these junglers playing around the lanes which have to push, and they need the help.
No, 600, but, or at least 300 rather. That said, having the Infernal Drake slowly stacking towards that soul win condition when you have champions like a Diana who is going to thrive in those team fights.
Razork's hovering around. Jankos is nearby, but Vander's on the way too. He's going to face check Mickey here.
He has to be careful here.
3v3.
Needs to be able to proc. Back away. He has proc the Aftershock. That's going to be big. Caps now storming for the hill. That's the ulti coming in. Caps incredibly low. They're now chasing. Razork should be an easy follow-up. Kick over the wall. Finishes him off, and Razork grabs it.
Yeah, too much burst coming out of the Syndra. Caps had out at the start of it. Actually, Mickey's 2 levels down. He needs to get a little bit of his mid XP so he can get level 6, but they're just going to pop their Herald. Reckless is pushing out bot. Wunder's trying to collapse now.
Razork can follow up, but he doesn't really have any CC. Wunder can just keep walking forward. He can ignore any potential Lee Sin kit coming out. So Razork is forced to flash away. That's the power of the new
Caps
Mundo.
coming back.
Good damage now coming in. Mundo starting to chase. That's the ulti activated. He's now chasing down. They're looking to run. They're looking to fully commit here. Good damage on Evander. He will be sacrificed. Buys as much time as he can, but G2 fire back, get a kill of their own. Herald still moving in mid lane, though. Looks like it got a little bit more damage down.
It's all about mid lane again still. Trying to get this mid tier 1, and G2 don't want to give it up, trying to defend it. Reckless has had bot push the whole game long. It's just been like a farming fiesta in the bot side and the top side of the map. BTO
slowed down there by the solar flare. He's going to fully commit here. Dash forward from Caps. That's the Gale Force. Good damage to come through. Nothing Vander can do.
And now Caps really far ahead in this mid lane. 2 kills, got a shutdown to himself now. Up in CS.
Holding on despite the early deficit. Now it's Kabe who's in trouble. He's going to be forced to burn literally everything to make it out of that one. That's the flash, the cleanse, the ultimate. But now Vander's going to be in trouble. Wonder is on the way in. Once Mundo is on top of you, you are not getting away. Mundo still going where he pleases. Even after the changes, still not going over walls, however. So the flashes and the dashes.
But Summoner's Kobe, I think he's just dead here. There's no TPs either.
No sums. Just going to back away, but Razork on the way. So G2 not going to overcommit. They grab the tower, however, and again, G2 now pulling ahead in gold.
Yeah, they had a ward on their red buff. I think they spotted Razork moving down, so they just decided to go for the tower instead.
I really, really like the corporate.
Karazhan reference yesterday, or
bro, yeah. I mean, if it spits for Wonder Mickey again going in, though, the knockback is there, but it's too little. Mickey too clean on these ganks.
G2 firing back in this mid lane.
Once or twice in the early game was big, but Mickey has been chain ganking mid lane, and now Caps is starting to pull ahead. Not someone you want to give any advantages to. Gale Force out of safety, getting away from Razork. Razork, no room to find the kick. Dash in, Gale Force is there, but he's kicking. He's going to try to finish the job. He gets knocked back. Reckless saving his mid laner, keeping him alive. The flash forward, 1-2 autos. The explosive charge. Bye-bye.
There's to be happy from Reckless. He gets
more from G2. Yes, not ideal to fall behind in the early game, but making the most of that Mundo. He's going to feel pretty unkillable. Only real big source of magic damage is the Syndra, and Mundo naturally pretty good against.
Ahead in levels, 2 levels up onto Kobe. 20 CS up, he's been pushing in bot all game long. Wunder the same on top, just pushing in. Now he's taking the tower, and he's in his tri-bush. He's going to use the Herald on bot tier 2, so that's going to keep the push up. And they're going to force the Dragon now.
Fitz trying to fight for mid-priority. In the meantime, they're just going to shred through this Dragon. You've got 3 high DPS champions just burning through this objective. Misfits are going to try to commit for it. Rather can just go into the pit. I don't know if it's worth it to go in. Jankos going to take that one. Clean on the smite to make sure it goes down. G2 seeing Anathema's chains on the enemy team. That's going to be difficult to survive. Vander is there to body block, but even he is a very squishy cow. There's no more tower there, and he's just going to start to get run down. They finally knock back the Mundo, but G2 there, an unstoppable onslaught. Razork's been caught. Now what was he even doing there?
I think Razork was perhaps looking for some kind of kick. If G2 overcommitted through mid, maybe he could get a kick onto Caps or Reckless, but they have no vision. They have no way. It looks like BTO low, cancelled his recall, has TP. Here it's going for bot wave. They're just going to give this up.
G2 playing very clean in this game. Yes, it was a rocky early game, but the chain gang's coming in from Mickey. Jankos has been everywhere he needs in this mid game. Wonder after
the Baron creeps. That should be enough for G2 can take down these tier 2s. Mid lane should pull now, and they can move into top with that wave. I think Mickey just acting as a bridge so he can escort Reckless up there after he pushed in this mid wave.
Caps on the top side. Again, lots of very high damage champions on this lineup can shred through these objectives very, very quickly. Jankos going to back away just in time, make sure there's no room to find any kind of... Make sure the tenacity on Kabe is also reduced for anybody, effectively. And this game is just very hard for Misfits to play out. Here it now going for a big dunk, though. Maybe he can get something done, but it's Reckless over the wall. Free hitting, big haymaker, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Razork trying to find the kick. Wonder untouched on the front line. That's the Mundo we know and love, as Jankos whiffs the ult on the back side. I think maybe lost vision there for a second as he wanted to.
He's absolutely unkillable. They're going to get themselves a Mountain Soul, so now he's definitely unkillable. And G2 can now proceed to get the second Baron in 2 minutes.
Set up DMC. Okay, we'll take it down a notch.
Jankos is going to find a wild Razork here.
That's a little Pokeball. Sin. Oh, Diana manages to miss there. Razork trying to get something done. Luckily has the team in the area. Jankos' ults. Not
See
quite
how long he can live with the Stone Blade, with the Soul. They're just going to force it. Misfits, you've got to answer as soon as we force this up. Are you going to look for a steal? Are you going to look for the fight? Jankos is in a great position.
They're waiting off to the side. Can they get anything done? 5K, it's getting lower. Razork would need to be a miracle play, but they're just pulling away from the Baron and they're turning for the fight instead. Wonder on the front line, Caps laying down the calling. Vander just getting shredded through. That's the Ignite ticking. Dash forward on the Gale Force. Solar Flare, it's here in the midst of the back line, but here it can't get anything done. Pulls forward, he's going to dunk him down back over the wall. He wants to turn it back. Here it wants to get something done, but he does not have the necessary damage. Razork manages to land the kick back. Razork manages to find a kill, but it's just not enough. Reckless, Wonder, Mickey, Caps, everybody is still up except for Jankos. And Wonder...
3 members of Misfits die. Jankos ends up dying as well, but that's going to be Baron regardless. 1-4 coming in again. 1 member mid, 4 members bot. When this next wave comes in, they can start to hit the towers.
Big VTO just getting shredded by Caps. Kavi's going to step forward, but I don't know if that's going to work out for him. Yanko's getting knocked back, but he still manages to find the kill. Goes golden with the stopwatch. Here can try to commit for this one. Pulls back on the haymaker. Now going to dunk him into the midst of the team. Caps getting out of the fight. Caps still alive. Razork getting cut down here, forced to flash away. Reckless leaping forward. He's feeling confident, but Misfits are just forced back. Wonder remains at full health. Reckless and Caps also healing up, and G2 are just breaking down the base.
Yeah, 1 for 1. They should be able to move mid here. I think Wunder can just tank the inhib tower while his team kills it because it's low HP. Wunder is pretty much unkillable at this point, and I think he's the biggest issue that Misfits are running into because they can't play front to backs when their carries can't get through the tanks. So yeah, G2 shred through here. They shred through Razork. They have to duck and dive around the fights, but Wunder could just stand there and press emotes. From Vander could be massive. G2,
burn it.
Both of their carries are right next to each other.
If Misfits burn it without giving up any major cooldowns, maybe they can turn and burn. Maybe they can win the fight. Misfits have the Elder. Is that going to be enough? Vander off on the flank. The rest of Misfits can now fully commit. The Colin comes out. Vander might just get immediately taken down. Mickey's still in the midst of the entire team. Yanko's off to the side. Eyes on Yankos, but the knockback is there. Yanko's getting burned down by the Elder Dragon buff. Misfits, they're making it work. Caps on the run. Kabi in the back line. Elder Dragon doing work. Burned down 1 by 1. Misfits were 10k down, but the Elder Dragon wins them the fight.
G2 dropped the ball for a couple of seconds and Misfits find something. They managed to get themselves an Elder Dragon. 40 seconds on G2 and they have a midwave. I think Drakos, I think they just have to commit to an end. There's no way they're going to get a fight like that ever again.
Caedrel was ready for the 2-minute G2 victory lap. I thought we'd get to sing the praises of Caps, how G2 solo lanes were stepping up. But when it mattered most, when the pressure was on, Misfits saw their window of opportunity. Misfits want to fight for first. They are poised to end. It is Reckless versus the world.
They have to go for it. They just have to commit. Reckless to have Elder Dragon. 10 seconds on Yanko. Mickey's up soon. I think they're just gonna win.
Misfits make a miracle happen to bring the game back and to hold on to first place in the LEC.
I'm absolutely shocked. How did they find that? G2 had a 10,000 gold lead. They had 2 Barons, a Mountain Soul. They outscaled.
Caedrel, that was the biggest comeback of LEC 2021.
That wasn't a comeback, that was the biggest, the craziest end I've ever seen. How can they just win a fight with Elder Dragon like that out of nowhere and just end? Really dash forwards either, so not only can he peel well, but he can also engage pretty well as well. So yeah, bot push, I think Rogue should probably invest resources down there and make sure Larson is safe. They want to make sure this Orianna doesn't fall too far behind again. I think he might just be dead. Armut missed the W though.
Spell shield will be big here. What did he take? Level 2. A little bit of a heal now coming in, waiting as long as possible. Kick goes in, now it's body block.
No ward jump because he just used it in top. And I think he might have to flash if Inspire finds him.
Both are waiting on the smite cooldown. Elyoya, is he going to commit for this? Has to be able to smite it away, but Inspire takes it now, grabbing the buff. Set up to 3 buff Elyoya in the early game.
He just dashed into a fight that's already won, and then they did end up losing the fight. Hang on a second, Inspire just kind of chunking out Elyoya here. You can see Volibear always wins these early skirmishes, but Humanoid's level 6.
Way in, good damage coming in for Humanoid, but Larson's in the area, has now procced the phase rush, just trying to make sure that Inspire can contest more. Even further. Be ready. If Rogue get everything they want, they should be able to snowball massively in the next few minutes.
Yeah, Elyoya should get that red buff. Odoamne will eventually have to go back towards top lane. No, he's not. He's actually just going to back off. Level 5 anyway, and small bot lane advantage acquired from Inspired, punishing the jungler in the early stages. Does end up losing his red buff, but now he's on the top side to contest Herald. Kai'Sa
going to be in trouble. Aftershock up and available though, it's going to be hard to burn him down. Ignite now taking, that's going to be the double top, but they've knocked Trippy back into the tower. A flash in, Carzzy, that was clean! He stops the Justice Punch, there's no way out. Now it's Hansamu who's in trouble. Oh, the Shockwave comes in, but that's just, is it not going to be enough? Perfect execution back into the Shroud! Humanoid too damn clean! He makes it work, Kai'Sa there with the follow-up, and Carzzy is unleashed!
Madlines just outplay Rogue in the 3-2, and then Humanoid comes in and cleans up. 3 kills to the favor of Madlines, and now Rogue trying to get a Herald on the cross map, but Odoamne might be in trouble.
Mad doubling down. Odoamne's got 1 spell shield, and he's going to try to use it on the Hextech Ultimatum. Ulti to try to block vision, but Lee Sin, he's already blind, baby! He makes it work! The kick comes out, and Elyoya grabs the kill.
Madlines, 4 kills in this early game. Inspired will pick up this Herald. We talked about Rogue having the advantage, but 1 fight makes them fall behind. I'd love to see that replay. Kai'Sa really clean mechanics. Instantly knocks up Trimby. Hang on. Elyoya might face check here. Waiting for him to walk
on the crab.
The crab's going to move towards it. Here they go.
Go in, Justice Punch, taunt, immediately follow up, clean CC, dive down, dunk down on the ultimate, and they fire back.
Good layer of CC, good layer for Drake and for this Herald bot soon. I think he's just trying to cover Odoamne on this dive. He knows Mad Lions are around.
Odoamne stepping forward, Inspired coming in as well. Armut going to dash out to safety. Buffer on the chains. Odoamne still committing fully. Armut forced to flash out, but they might just be ready for the fight here. Ulti now used. Arma going to walk back in for a brief moment. The Ignite now ticking. Inspire jumping forward. They just take out Arma. They ignore the rest of the champions. Elyoya and Kaiser do not have the damage. Rogue, they can use the Herald if they want to on this top side. And Mad do not have the members to respond.
Get on the cross map. Nothing. Looks like Hans will be able to catch the wave for free. Trimby might be in trouble though. Recalling on a ward. Mad Lions, Karzi's arrived.
Trimby can be able to get the Aftershock off, buys a bit more time, flashes out to safety, Justice Punch. This time there is no body block, but the tower going down means Rogue.
Drakes are not forcing a bot tier 1, they're defending this top tier 1, so Mad needs to be careful if they look for a dive. Inspired's around, Trimby's right behind him, and he has ultimate.
Big, slow Odoamne is going to be really hard to peel back here. Galio coming in as well, Inspired on the way. Inspired has the ultimate too, going to go unstoppable. It's a perfect time. Kaiser, there's no recourse. There's no way to fight back. He's got the damage reduction, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The Ignite is ticking. Kaiser gets taken down. Clean ulti from Inspired.
Yeah, Rogue didn't even want to cross map. They knew Mad Lions were looking for something, and they punish it.
It was a bit of a difficult early game. After that skirmish, it felt like it might be hard for them to get things going back in their favor, but Odoamne and Inspired are rocks for this team. Odo eats up the level 2 gank, gives nothing away. Inspired so clean consistently with these ults. Hansama is the one to suffer. As highlighted, normally when Hansama gets this Callista, it's put him bot, give him 5 tower plates, send him top.
They want to look for top tower. Odoamne has to be really careful here.
Safeguard. Hookshot wall dive can come in. That should be the first spell shield to come in, but he doesn't click it in time, and that means the stun sets up the follow-up with the Hextech ultimatum. No room for Odoamne to maneuver. One spell shield, not enough in that case, and he gets shut down.
Yeah, Odoamne should have known something was up there, but yeah, doesn't have the quick fingers to W the stun. Gets stunned up, gets ulted straight away, so there's no way out of that one without flash. So gets falling. Heralds use top. They're going to go for 2 towers then if they're going to Herald this top tier 1. They're going to look for tier 2. 1v1 bot.
Pulls him out of the Shroud. Humanoid certainly favored if he lands the Shuriken flip, but just hits the Shroud. Can't really follow up here. Now the Shroud is gone. Inspired is in the area.
He's going to have to take them on a magical journey here while they push in top. So he's going to clear out the wave while Armwood pressures top side. It's going to be a while before they can get him. He has flash, he has E. He might be able to get to Nexus. He might be able to get to the base at this point.
2 tower shots, he can just keep running. Blast Cone in the area. Feels like they should eventually kill Humanoid. Shroud will buy him a lot of space. There's no taunts or anything else to pull him out. Unstoppable now. Well played.
He might be able to execute. I think Larson trying to flash forwards to get it.
He's going to go through. He's going to try to fight Hansama. He's going to try to finish the kill, but it's not going to happen. Hansama takes him down.
But because it's even, because Odoamne has 2 kills more, yes, but he also got a full 5-plated tower in the early stage of the game. So you can see he made up for it with the tier 2 and the tier 1 on top. As Trimby finds Kaiser, has no flash, has to be a bit careful here.
Walking away, has the ultimate, waiting for the CC to come through, just does not want to use it if he does not have to. You know in math class when the teacher says you have to show your work? Good job showing your work, Caedrel.
Oh, thanks.
You could have just said it. No one would have questioned you. Arma gonna try to take this tower anyway, even without the extra 5 seconds. Odoamne is gonna fully commit here. Arma's just gonna get totally one-shot. He has the shield from the adaptive defenses, but there's no way he makes out of this one. Larson's going to grab the kill, and the rest of the Mad Lions are now on the retreat.
Yeah, overcommitting for that.
But skeptical if it might be too much for the old supports.
Yeah, and Rogue gonna get mid tier 1, but there's always gonna be a cross map because Rogue invested their solo laners to get that. And Armad's gonna get bot tier 1, but Humanoid.
Good damage coming in. Protobelt dashes out before the shockwave could win them the fight, but it's important to note you've got the defensive stats coming in from Orianna. You have the taunt from the Galio. Cannot stress enough how crucial this ability is for disrupting assassins in fights. That said, now we're going to have the fight now kick off. They're trying to burn through Arma before the fight even starts. Arma just taken down. It's a perfect start. Humanoid tries to get something back. Shockwave goes in, but it goes wide. Now it's Kaiser. A flawless headbutt pulverized in the midst of the team. Humanoid still alive. Shuriken flip back. Not nearly enough damage. Karzi remains untouched, but Trimby is there with the CC. The follow-up from Rogue is too damn clean, and Kaiser gets cut down where he stands. That's going to be Ocean Soul for the side of Rogue.
Fantastic fight for Rogue. They knew they were being pincered from top side, from bot side. Elyoya was in the pit. There were so many angles they had to cover. So they just say, screw it, let's just cover one angle. They go commit 5 men in one direction. Nocturnal popped. The second Trimby flashes in. They catch Armwood. He had flash, he had E up, but he just couldn't react in as well.
Remember, this game started good for Rogue. It was a skirmish for Mad that brought things back to their favor, but now it is very clearly Rogue control. You got an Ocean Soul, you got a Baron buff. Feels like it has to be a throw for Rogue to take this one away. We'll see if Mad Lions can find an opportunity as they did. Mad Lions, can they find a miracle? We saw one in game 4. Maybe we'll see one again.
Rogue just running it down bot here. 5-man strong. Humanoid's going to get mid-tier 1, I think, but I think they might have to keep up the base after this wave. We'll see what happens.
Rogue have to believe that they can end here, or maybe they just want to settle for the inhibitor, believing that Mad Lions will not commit any more resources to contest on the top side. It should be a free tier 2 for Humanoid to trade some gold back. Not all bad, given that Mad Lions were going to have to give something up with the Baron anyway.
Ooh, Callista ult used.
No hookshot wall dive, dash forward. Now it should be easy pickings. No more defensive tools. No, the cooldown low enough now. We're late in the game that Arma can make it out to safety. Humanoid continuing to push in the mid lane in the midst of this. Rogue, they've got 4 seconds.
But he needs to be extremely careful. If he gets spotted out, ooh, the support jungle basing very close. I mean, has he a ward on Larson?
Shuriken flip hits Larson.
If he times this perfectly when the jungle
Just hit
support base, he has both carries.
He's going to go in. He's going in under Larson. The shockwave, it's too little. Ottawamne, he can't see anything. Ottawamne can get nothing done. Kali goes to the shroud perfectly at the right time. Arma now leaping forward. Rogue flashbacks to game 5. They lose the exchange. It's 50 seconds left on the Elder, however. Mad need to get more if they want the big objective. They're going for Inspired, but he's unstoppable. Arma now on top of him. Rogue now looking to turn it. Hansama going over the wall. Hansama laying down the spear. Will it be enough? Inspired still standing. Caedrel still standing in the back line. 80 carries, doing as much damage as they can to keep this fight going. It's the shutdown. Rogue running for their lives. Mad Lions find the fight. Mad Lions looking for Ottawamne. He's alive for now. He goes golden, but it should be an easy pickup. Ottawamne walking away. He's got no flash. Caedrel over the wall. Caedrel in enemy territory. Walking through the tower. Caedrel gonna just barely making it out in time.
20 seconds. Up in 20 seconds with TP. Larson's TPing in. Trimby has no global. They're going to have a numbers advantage on this Drake straight away. Humanoid can TP back. He has ultimate up as well. So 2 members only in the vicinity to contest this. They don't have any smite. Mad Lions are going to get this. They're going to get the Elder Dragon.
Mad Lions getting the Elder. Rogue have to give it up. TP off to the backside, though. They're going to take out Humanoid. Humanoid. You look golden. He's in the shroud. There's no way he makes it out of this one. Humanoid trying to run out stage, but Humanoid goes down. That means that perhaps in exchange, Rogue can take the Baron unless Mad Lions are feeling
forward and get this Elder Dragon in the first place. But then he throws it away in a sense by TPing back and dying. And now Rogue get Baron for a trade. So Baron buff lasts longer than Elder buff. So Rogue can just afford to sit in their bases and wait. You can see on top of your screens 3 minutes of Baron buff.
In the back of your head, Caedrel, as you run us through this. We're going to have to hold that thought. Never mind, there's no time. Mad Lions now have to retreat. Arma now has to run hookshot wall. They have a few more seconds. Adaptive defensive buys a bit more space. Ulti now coming in if they want to contest. Now he gets stunned on the way out, though. Ottawamne has to retreat.
Still have this Ocean Soul and they have the Baron buff creeps, but look how much respect they're paying. They know that if they lose this next fight, the game's over.
30 seconds left.
Lead for all these champions. Caedrel very close to his Frozen Heart last item. And Rogue have 2 Guardian Angels to work with. Oof, this could be a close fight. Despite this Ocean Soul, the amount of healing reduction wants to get some kind of vision. Everyone wants to push out the waves. Hang on, we might have an engage here.
In, dashing away, Protobell going to come out, going to block the Fear Tether. He can now continue to run. Shockwave is there. He's going to make sure that he gets pulled away, but they find the pick. Humanoid is now out of the fight. Again, feels like iconic Shockwaves. Can Larson find one of his here?
Humanoid might TP below them. There's a ward there, or behind them. On the Gromp, there's a ward there too. Elyoyo's fishing for it. They have flashes. Humanoid's waiting in base patiently. He wants to use the home guards when he TPs in. Rogue, they're starting it up. They have the Callista, they have the Renan. They're going to have a lot of stacks on this Elder Dragon, so Mad Lions need to go soon because they can secure it.
TP now coming in. Trimby waiting in the darkness. Is going to find the taunt on multiple members. He's in the midst of everyone. Inspired immediately follows up. Arma's coming in, but Rogue for now are ahead in the fight. They've locked Hansama up in the pit. Hansama brings back Trimby. Hansama still going forward, trying to get more damage down. Mad Lions are getting absolutely wiped, but it's Humanoid on the backside. He can't get anything done. Humanoid in the shroud, but he's in the midst of 5 members of Rogue. Rogue find the fight, and they should surely take the Elder, but they do not need it.
50 seconds on Mad Lions. They're TPing to mid-wave. I don't think they have a wave to work with to end the game, but I'd love to see the replay there because Caedrel got popped within the first second of the fight. Humanoid's TP didn't even finish before Caedrel was dead. He had E, he had Flash. Trimby was the one to CC him. Elio is looking for a steal. Has to be careful though. If he dies as well, that's a long, long death timer. In the end, going to give it up. Mid-wave for Rogue. They have Elder Dragon, they have Ocean Soul. 30 seconds on Humanoid. I don't think they're going to base here. They're going to force it. They're not going to look for Baron either. They might just look for the Nexus.
Confidence as they step forward. 10 seconds on Caedrel, 22 on Humanoid, 7 on Kaiser. Kaiser will not have an ult available. It's going to be hard for him to stand on the front line, especially in the face of the Elder Dragon. Rogue, Larson burning his TP back to mid lane to get this wave push. A heads up play. He knows that Rogue wants to find the end here. Wants to go for more plays. Arma now moving into the midst of everything, but it's Trimby once again into the back line. He just does not miss this game, finding everything that he needs. But Elyoyo holding on. Caedrel holding on. Rogue, how do they overstayed their welcome? Rogue, can they end it here? It's Humanoid now in the midst of the entire Rogue lineup, but this time, maybe he can find the advantage. He dashes back. No, the Elder Dragon buff will make sure that he goes down. The Mad Lions have held on to their base. Rogue are now the ones who have overstated his 60 seconds. Ottawamne, 30. Both of these teams are simply so hungry to end the game. Rogue overcommitting on the end there. Mad Lions now determined to take this one back, but remember the Elder is still backing up the side of Rogue. They've got 1 minute left on the buff. Inspired. Maybe he can find something. They can see Kaiser. Larson backing away. They're trying to burn through him as quickly as possible. 4K on the objective. They're now stepping in. Inspired can get into the pit. Who can take this one? Shockwave from Larson. Can it be enough? It's getting lower. Larson takes it. It's massive. Mad Lions, they had a glimmer of hope after the Elder Dragon. They held their base once, but there's almost no way they can do it again.
Rogue should be able to end here. Caedrel's trying his best to poke them out, but there's too many members. Ottawamne's TPing in. It's a 2 versus 5. it's a Baron buff, it's an Elder Dragon, it's an Ocean Soul. Rogue get everything in this game, and they're going to be able to close it out here. Carzzy, Odoamne going onto him, might be able to find the solo kill.
Ulti now coming out, the fear now coming out, but Odoamne just creating space for his team. He doesn't need to kill Carzzy, he just needs to make room for Rogue to end it. It was back and forth, but in the end, Rogue reigns supreme. They'll take their time on this finish. They'll try to take down Humanoid, but Inspired gonna shift his sights to Carzzy. Even he can't keep his eye on the prize.
Was dancing in the face of both of them, and then he just dies. Rogue. Very back and forth game.
Caedrel, an incredible game to watch, an incredible game to cast, but you could tell how badly both teams just wanted to end it. Rogue committing incredibly hard.